What's up? Good morning, afternoon. So UFC 175 is tonight. It is July 5th. It's actually my brother's birthday. Um, but yeah, it's July 5th and the UFC 175 is tonight. Um, UFC Fan Expo week. It's been getting crazy. I didn't go. I can't afford that shit. That shit is expensive. And Scott Jorgensen said get the VIP passes are worth the cash, but they're like $1,000. And like a day is 40 or something like that. I don't remember exactly how much, but it was expensive, so I didn't go. And it's expensive to hang out in Vegas, like hotels and everything. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the pay-per-view tonight. So you got Chris Weidman versus Lyoto Machida. That's probably going to be pretty exciting. A lot of people don't like Machida, but a lot of people do. Um, Me, I think he's pretty damn good, and I think everybody's gonna be surprised with this fight. People still don't give Chris Weidman enough respect. Come on, dude. He beat up Anderson Silva twice. Yeah, you could say he was taunting the first time. He still knocked him out. You know, he had the Silva hadn't been finished since Pride, I think, at that time. Or not Pride, he fought in Cage Rage versus Yushin Okami. That was his qualification, too, so. Uh, that's gonna be exciting. Then you got Rousey versus Davis. If you don't know Ronda Rousey, where you been at? I actually enjoy women's mixed martial arts. They bring it, and it's really exciting. Um, Davis is a double black belt, one in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and then another one in Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. So, should be interesting. Ronda Rousey's probably gonna win, but you never know. And then, there's actually supposed to be another fight here, but, someone was on diuretics, didn't want to take a drug test, and somebody was drugged out of their mind. So that fight's not happening. So instead you got Stefan Struve versus Mitrione. I don't know about this one. Stefan Struve usually does pretty good, but he's been out of action for like a year or two with some heart condition. But now he's been cleared, so should be interesting. Mitrione last fought Brendan Schaub. And then you got Uriah Hall versus some guy called Santos. Who knows which Uriah Hall will show up. Then you got some other dude. And then the prelims, you got Uriah Faber versus Alex Caceres, which I think Alex Caceres kind of messed up because everybody knows him as Bruce Leroy. That's not his name. His name's Alex Caceres, but everyone calls him Bruce Leroy. So it's that black dude with the afro that wears the black and or the yellow and black jumpsuit that was on the Ultimate Fighter. Hey, he's fighting Uriah Faber. That's the main event on Fox Sports 1. 8 p.m. /5 ETPT. So if you got Fox Sports 1 like I do, I don't get the West Coast feed. I get the East Coast feed, so it's on at 5. Starts at 5 and starts with George Roop. Probably pretty good. But here's what I want to talk about. A lot of people don't know that the Ultimate Fighter 19 finale is Sunday, live and free on Fox Sports 1. Headlined by Coach Frankie Edgar and BJ the Prodigy Penn. So I think UFC 175 is overshadowing the finale, return of BJ Penn and Frankie Edgar. So that kind of bums me out because UFC always does this. They'll shove the pay-per-view in your face like, look at it and buy it. And then it's like, oh yeah, there's a free fight if you want to watch that. Whatever. You know. Even if I follow them on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And it's all UFC 175 and a little tiny bit Tough Finale 19. And there's a bunch of guys from Tough Finale or from Tough 19 on here that I'm surprised, since Dana hated the season. But so you got Frankie Edgar versus BJ Penn main event. If you don't know who BJ Penn is, you on drugs or a new fan or whatever. But yeah, BJ was one of the original lightweights, fought Jess Pulver. So he's been with UFC his whole career almost, since 2001. But yeah, so he fought for the belt twice, and a lot of people are like, he should have never fought at 170. It ruined his career. He should have stayed at what was, they did a special on Fox Sports 1 called BJ Penn Mana, which is like Hawaiian spirit or something. And Lorenzo Fertiz was on there like, we wanted him to clear out the division in 155, but he wanted to go fight in K1. That's not how it happened. So if you don't know, so BJ Penn fought Jess Pulver and lost by decision in his fourth fight ever outside of Jiu-Jitsu. And then he fought a guy called Paul Creton. And then they did a tournament with Matt Serra, Din Thomas, and Carl Uno and BJ Penn for the vacant UFC lightweight champion tournament final. And Carl Uno and BJ Penn fought to a draw. Well, BJ won a fight at Rumble on the Rock for his brother. They fought Takanori Gomi. Rene could choke Gomi. And then he's like, okay, now what? Oh, we're gonna get rid of the whole 155-pound weight class. You can fight at 170 if you want. Okay. So then he was gonna fight Sean Shirk, and then Shirk pulled out, and then he ended up fighting Matt Hughes, beat Matt Hughes with the choke. K1 was talking to him. They offered him a bunch of money. UFC didn't want to pay him much more, so he said, alright, I'll go to K1. He fought at middleweight. He fought at 190, and yeah, he fought at 191 pounds. And he fought Lyoto Machida, and this is before Machida was at 205. He fought him. BJ weighed 191 pounds, and Machida was 225 pounds. That's crazy. You know, and then he came back, fought George St. Pierre, lost the decision, lost to Matt Hughes, did Ultimate Fighter 5. You know, so it's like, he's done a whole lot. His record 69-2, which is not that bad. But he's gonna fight Frankie Edgar in the rematch. It's one of those weird rematches where it's the third fight. Like when Chuck Liddell was gonna fight Tito Ortiz for the third time of the Ultimate Fighter. You remember that? That was weird. And you know, like, what more can he do? But Frankie Edgar hasn't fought since July, almost a year. So, or exactly a year to the day. It'll be 1 year since Frankie Edgar fought. I don't know. That's just some thoughts.